Stay Wavy TV back at y'all with another one. Let's get it, man. I want to talk to y'all about Nipsey Hussle, man. Happy belated birthday to Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? His older brother, Blacc Sam, just did an interview with Big Boy where he revealed some very, very, very shocking details surrounding his brother's death. And he basically told the world that a day before he passed away, him and Nipsey Hussle and a couple of other people, they went out to eat at a restaurant. And they basically were talking about how, during the music video shoot for Nipsey Hussle's song that he has with DJ Khaled, there was a lot of people basically affiliated with the Rolling 60 Crips that had a problem with Nipsey Hussle bringing DJ Khaled to the hood to shoot a music video because Nipsey Hussle, basically let it be known to everybody that nobody was going to touch DJ Khaled, nobody was going to make him check in, nobody was going to try to extort him. And he basically told folks, like, look, as long as DJ Khaled is with me, ain't nobody touching him. Ain't nobody doing nothing to him. And Nipsey Hussle's older brother, Blacc Sam, said that a lot of people felt some type of way about that. Now, if you guys remember, you probably don't, but during the music shoot for that video, there was news that came out that the LAPD notified Nipsey Hussle that they were worried about his safety while he was shooting that music video. Apparently, there was a lot of death threats towards Nipsey Hussle while he was shooting that music video with DJ Khaled in his neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? And nothing happened, man. They was able to shoot the entire video, and nothing happened to Nipsey at that time, and nothing happened to DJ Khaled at that time, right? But yeah, like the next day after they had that talk, that's when Nipsey Hussle was unfortunately murdered by Eric Holder, aka Shitty Cuz, in the plaza that he owned, right? Now, the reason why this is so important, right, is because Loose Cannon, who was a Rolling 60 Crip, and Whack 100, they said months ago, I believe it was like 5 or 6 months ago, they basically revealed that, Loose Cannon revealed that he got a call from Big U, basically telling him that Nipsey Hussle died. And he claims that after Big U told him that, he called Nipsey on FaceTime and Nipsey Hussle picked up the phone and Nipsey Hussle was fine. But 30 minutes after Loose Cannon had that FaceTime with Nipsey Hussle, that's when he got murdered by Eric Holder, right? So basically, Loose Cannon was basically saying that Big U already knew that Eric Holder, a.k.a. Shitty Cuz, was planning on killing Nipsey Hussle. Because remember, Eric Holder went to the plaza, right? He went to the plaza, had a conversation with Nipsey Hussle. That's when Nipsey Hussle basically told Eric Holder, like, look, there's rumors going around that there's paperwork on you, basically alluding that he was a snitch, but they ended up shaking hands. That's when Eric Holder left. And then a couple minutes later, Eric Holder came back, and that's when he did what he did, right? So Loose Cannon is basically saying that Big U 100% knew that Eric Holder was coming up there to kill Nipsey Hussle. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people feel like Big U is actually the one that set that up. Like, he thinks that, Big U basically lined Nipsey Hussle up to pass away that day, right? Now, some more information that's very shocking is Loose Cannon and Whack 100 also revealed that Big U sent Loose Cannon to the DJ Khaled music video shoot, right? And Loose Cannon basically approached DJ Khaled and he called Big U, and Big U basically started talking to DJ Khaled, right? And Big U was acting like he had no idea what Loose Cannon was doing there in the first place, right? Like, he was telling DJ Khaled, oh, what's up, Khaled? How you doing? Because DJ Khaled was like, what's up, Big U? I thought we was good. I'm just shooting a music video. I don't want no problems. And Big U basically was like, nah, man, you good. I don't know what this nigga's doing. Just take my phone number down and I'm going to make sure you straight. Right? So, Big U pretty much used Loose Cannon to get in contact with DJ Khaled, right? And then Big U and DJ Khaled ended up, forming some type of friendship, and, they basically got connected because he sent Loose Cannon up there. You dig what I'm saying? So that furthers that Big U, he didn't, because like I said, remember, Nipsey Hussle told everybody that nobody was going to do nothing to Khaled, right? But Big U sent Loose Cannon up there anyway, going against Nipsey Hussle's wishes, basically trying to, extort DJ Khaled, basically. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Whack 100 has also said that, Big U has tried to come after Nipsey Hussle's estate, basically demanding money, I guess, from his music catalog because he had Nipsey in a 10-year contract or some crazy shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? And Whack 100 also said that one of Nipsey Hussle's friends, Fats, actually knocked Big U out. And I guess a week later, Fats passed away. That's the person that Nipsey Hussle was shouting out in Nipsey Hussle's song called Racks in the Middle with Roddy Ricch. You dig what I'm saying? So this whole thing is just, it's messy, man, because the whole situation with, Eric Holder and Nipsey Hussle was very weird. How Eric Holder basically shot Nipsey Hussle 10 times, kicked him in his head. He made sure he was dead before he left the scene. And this information basically just confirms, man, that, there was something deeper than what we know, right? It wasn't just a conversation with the snitching shit because, it's pretty much been confirmed that Nipsey Hussle did not directly call Eric Holder a snitch, right? You could actually see on video that Eric Holder and Nipsey Hussle shook hands. And, a person that was also there named Cowboy, he said that Nipsey Hussle never called this man a snitch. He alluded to him having paperwork, and he pretty much was just trying to look out for him. You understand what I'm saying? And even Nipsey Hussle's brother, Blacc Sam, said in the interview that Eric Holder, he was nowhere to be found, up to the point where he just showed up to Nipsey Hussle's plaza and killed him, right? He wasn't hanging around, right? He wasn't showing up to the plaza. He wasn't hanging out with Nip. He wasn't there for music videos. Like, he was ghost. He was off the radar, right? And Blacc Sam said, just the fact that he came back and put a red shirt on, right? Because Eric Holder is a Crip. He's in the same exact Crip gang as Nipsey Hussle, right? The fact that he came back with a red shirt on, Blacc Sam feels like somebody 100% sent him there to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So this whole situation, man, I think this is bringing a lot of closure for Nipsey Hussle fans like myself because, we always asking the same thing, right? Like, why would this guy do this to Nipsey, right? And when you start hearing these details about Big U and Nipsey, and you start to realize that these guys had a lot of issues with each other, man. And at the end of the day, it comes down to power, man. Like, at the end of the day, you guys got to look at it like this, right? Big U is an OG, right? Like, he came up around the same time as Suge Knight, right? Like, him, Suge Knight, and Whack 100, they was all cool with each other, right? Big U was in his 60s. You dig what I'm saying? So he was always looked at basically as the face of the rolling 60s because he's the oldest and he had the most power at the time, right? And then Nipsey Hussle, who's a young nigga, right, basically came up and basically blew up off of, his rap career. And he basically became the face of the rolling 60s because of his popularity in music, right? And to go even further, and I know this is going to shock you guys, Nipsey Hussle's first label deal, right? When Nipsey Hussle first got signed back in the day, Big U was his manager. You understand what I'm saying? And Nipsey Hussle didn't like how Big U was doing his job, and he ended up leaving the label. He ended up telling Big U he didn't want to work with him no more. And Nipsey Hussle actually made a diss track to Big U. It's called You Don't Got a Clue, right? And Big U said that, he pulled up on Nipsey Hussle about that, and they got into a fight. Now, Whack 100 claims that Big U knocked Nipsey Hussle out, right? And after he knocked Nipsey Hussle out, Nipsey Hussle's brother, Blacc Sam, shot a gun in the air to basically stop what was happening. And the cops was called. Long story short, all three of these guys ended up going to jail because of that, right? So once again, it just goes to show, man, Nipsey Hussle and Big U, they basically had an up and down friendship, man. Like one minute they friends, one minute they not friends, one minute they beefing, one minute they not beefing. But what we do know is, man, it seems as though Big U has always had some type of hostility and jealousy towards Nipsey Hussle because he didn't like the fact that Nipsey Hussle had so much power, so much popularity, and so much fame from his music. You understand what I'm saying? And in my opinion, just my opinion, I feel like the DJ Khaled thing was the last strike for Nipsey Hussle when it comes to Big U. I think that Big U, because you guys got to understand this, right? And Whack 100 talked about this, right? When rappers from out of town come to California, right? The gang members like Big U and Whack 100, they extort these guys. They basically charge these guys a fee to basically protect them and make sure that nothing happens to them, right? Like, look what happened to Pop Smoke, right? Like, Pop Smoke accidentally revealed the address of the Airbnb he was staying at, and he got killed because of that, right? So when you check in with gang members like Whack 100, who's a Pyru Blood, and you check in with Big U, who's a Rolling 60 Crip, right? Or you check in with Nipsey Hussle when he was alive, because most of the young rappers at the time, they would check in with Nipsey Hussle because Nipsey Hussle didn't extort them, right? So think about this, right? If Nipsey Hussle is telling artists that's coming to California, like, you good with me, you know, they're basically checking in with Nip, then Big U can't extort these guys, right? Like, Big U can't charge these guys $50,000 or $100,000 for protection. You dig what I'm saying? Loose Cannon told a story about Meek Mill, right? How he basically approached Meek Mill in the club and, you know, basically got Meek Mill to give him $50,000 for protection. You dig what I'm saying? There's another story. And Big U has told this story himself. There's a story about T.I. Being at, I think it's called Roscoe's Waffles and Chicken or some shit like that. They was in a Roscoe's and Chicken in the projects, right? And I guess Big U found out about that, and Big U basically pulled up and told T.I., like, yo, T.I., like, you're in a very dangerous neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should be at the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles at another location, right? There's a couple of locations, and you just happen to pick the most dangerous location. So, you know, take my number down. And he basically became friends with T.I. and basically was able to basically charge T.I. for protection as well. Like I said, man, when these rappers come to areas like Los Angeles where there's a lot of gang members, man, like, they find ways to extort these guys, man, one way or another. You know, they may just approach them on some friendly shit, or they may just send another gang member to basically pull up on them with a gun and threaten to rob them or shoot them, right? And that's just how it goes, man. So like I said, Nipsey Hussle not allowing Big U to extort people from out of town, that was taking money out of Big U's pockets, man. It was taking money out of his pockets, and it was basically showing Big U that he didn't have the power that he once had, man. So like I said, I think that DJ Khaled situation was the last strike for Nipsey Hussle when it comes to Big U, and I 100% think that Big U had a part in sending Eric Holder, a.k.a. Shitty Cuz, to Nipsey Hussle's plaza to kill him, man, because it was obviously a mission job, man. The whole situation, it's just obvious that somebody got into Eric Holder's ear and sent him there to do what he did that day, man. So with that being said, man, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. Long live Nipsey Hussle. The marathon continues. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all see, man, I always put Nipsey Hussle's unreleased song in my intro and my outro, basically to salute Nipsey Hussle, because, you know, Nipsey Hussle, in my opinion, man, he was an amazing motivational hip hop artist, right? Like, I strictly listen to Nipsey Hussle for motivation, right? Like, in Nipsey Hussle's lyrics, like, he's actually saying stuff that means something, right? Like, a lot of rappers these days, man, they just rapping about designer clothes, fucking bitches, shooting a nigga, killing a nigga. Nipsey Hussle wasn't that kind of artist, man. Nipsey Hussle was always an artist that was either storytelling or, you know, making motivational music and just, you know, speaking about his journey to becoming a successful artist and just speaking about the struggle and what he went through and how he overcame it, man. And I think we need more artists like that, especially right now, man. So, you know, once again, man, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, man. It's your boy Wavy. Stay Wavy TV. Subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment.